Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Stephanie Burke, and I am a certified life and accountability coach with Power of Potential Coaching and Accountability. I work with what I like to call first geners. Those are first generation change makers, helping them figure out exactly who they are and show up in the world with authority. Now, I write a blog post every Monday. It drops at noon, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to actually read the blog post out, so I would love, love, love if you guys gave me feedback. Whether you agree or disagree, you can comment below. If you have questions, please comment below. And if you just want to reach out, then comment below and I will be sure to respond to you either on this format or through email. Okay? This week's blog post was called You Said It, but Do You Believe It? And we're talking about the law of reciprocity. If you are interested in this type of topic, or if you have your own take on the law of reciprocity, then please, please, please make sure that you leave it below. All right, so here it goes. Here's the post, guys. Have you ever heard of the law of reciprocity? It's more of a principle than a law, really. But to put it simply, the law states that you get back what you put out. Get it? Reciprocate, reciprocity. That makes sense, right? It's actually a fairly popular concept. And if I'm being honest, every time I think about it, Drake lyrics pop into my head. It is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give. Blessed. Y'all know that song? It's Drake, Big Sean. Anywho, whatever. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about it a little bit. Do you actually believe in the law of reciprocity? Y'all got to remember, in the space that I work in, right? I work in the personal development. I work in the mindset space. So most of the people that I encounter, they say that they believe in the law of reciprocity. However, their actions don't always match their words. Here's how you can know. Tell me this. When you think about your goals and everything that you want to accomplish, do you actually believe that these things can become a reality? Do you have a plan for making these things a reality? Sometimes we really want for things to happen for ourselves in our lives. Some examples are finding love and building a family, moving up in your career or changing career paths completely, starting a business or a side hustle, or even something as simple as self-love and creating a positive self-image of yourself. Now, while these things sound extremely simple and it's like, oh yeah, that's easy. The answer is a lot of times people leave these things up to chance. What do I mean by that? I mean, we throw out the idea that we want something to happen, or we throw out the notion that something can happen. However, we leave the actual details of it. We let it be sorted out by God or the universe, right? So like I said it, now God is going to take care of it. Or I put it into the universe. Now the universe is going to bring it into fruition. Now, like many of you guys, I am a firm believer of the Most High, okay? However, he has told us very plainly that faith without works is dead. We cannot say that we believe in something if we are not taking the necessary steps to make that thing a reality. So all of that brings me back to the reason why we're here. We're here to talk about the law of reciprocity, which states you get back what you put into the world. But what we forget oftentimes is that if we want to return, we have to be willing to not just speak it into existence or hope that it happens. We also have to be ready to put in the work so that when it does come back, we are ready and in a position to receive what's coming back to us. Everything always comes back to knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and creating a plan to receive that thing. If you want more money, then you have to make a plan to get more money. Legally, of course. Legally. Okay. But don't just make a plan for I'm going to make more money. Make a plan for where the money is going to go. Make a plan for what you'll do when you receive it. Make a plan for how to receive that money and make more money from that money. Be a good steward of it. Show the universe, show God that you're going to be a good steward of it. And then it'll start to come. If you want a promotion, make a plan to get better in whatever area or in whatever career field that you've chosen. Sometimes it's as simple as learning to communicate our values, being able to tell what we bring to the table. And sometimes it may be understanding that I'm not so good in this area, so maybe I need to go get training in order to be better. Maybe you're great at doing your job, but your people skills suck. You can't lead without people skills. Therefore, I need to go and learn how to be a better people person or how to understand people better. Maybe you're really good at doing your job, but you suck at the paperwork end of it. Maybe you go take a bookkeeping course or you ask someone, hey, can you help me in this area? If you want to find love, become a person that someone is ready to or willing to fall in love with. There's nothing more attractive than someone who is safe and secure in who they are, who is mentally in a good and positive space, and who is emotionally ready to give and receive love. If you figure out how to be that person, then you will also attract that person. Because the person that you're looking for doesn't want you without you being whole. A lot of times when I say put out what you want to receive, it can be mistaken for if I want more money, then I got to give more money to other people. Sometimes it's an exchange of energy. Other times it is actually figuring out what is that thing that I need to put out in order for something better to come to me. Maybe it's professional development. Maybe it's personal development. Maybe it's you just actually taking a step back to figure out who am I, what do I desire, and how do I get there? A lot of times we put ourselves in a position where we want something and we know that we're right on the edge of getting it, but we don't push ourselves over that edge to figure out what's the next step. And sometimes we just don't know how and we need to ask for help. But when we talk about the law of reciprocity, that asking for help, that willingness to go out and get the training, the knowledge, the resources is what we have to put out in order to get what we want. Figure out what it is that you need to put out and bring it into your life 110%. Go out and embody the person that you want to be, or embody the thing that you want to receive, and eventually that thing will come, that person will come. Be ready to perform and the audience will clap. Don't be afraid to live the life that you deserve, but in order to do that, you have to believe that it can happen. And the only way that you go from believing that something can happen to it actually happening is to have a plan to make it a reality. Now, if you guys need help figuring out what it is that you want or making a plan on how to receive what you want, then make sure that you reach out to me across all social media platforms, especially Instagram, at Power of Potential. You can reach out to me via email at yourpoweryourpotential@gmail.com. And if you guys want to know more, please be sure to comment below and I will be sure to deliver. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week as I read my next blog post. Peace, y'all.